Well, good morning, everyone. And I'm sure you're having a great start to your day and week because we're seeing a lot of green throughout the space. Ada's putting together a very nice day so far. And hopefully, this is a good sign of trends to come as the week progresses. Obviously, there's something we need to pay attention to in the middle of the week, which I will discuss briefly in this video. But is it, in fact, time to DCA altcoins? This is actually coming from a prominent crypto analytics firm. And I do want to discuss this with you guys. There's a big shift coming for the Fed actually starting January 1. Could this, in fact, be the thing that gets the market in motion? And we need to talk about even further embrace for the Cardano ecosystem via Midnight. So if you are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. But let's just talk about the charts here for a moment, because yesterday we did a couple things. First of all, we finished on a green note. This green close here for ADA actually signified the close of a green week. We actually finished up 0.85% yesterday. Love to see it. This marked now our second straight green week here. Not big weeks by any means. We closed up 0.72% in terms of ADA. The prior week was 1.42%. And we've now kicked things off up 3.25% to begin the day. We're fighting a couple crucial things here, guys. We're sitting right on basically the edge of our inner channel of our big descending channel that we've been in. We're fighting our 20-day moving average. We actually got a slight rejection off of that earlier today. And right now, if this can really kick into gear, there's not a whole lot up here. It's not a whole lot standing between us and 55 to 60 cents. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to hit that for sure this week. We've obviously had the discussion yesterday about that possibly taking place by December 31st. But you know, if positivity sets in, things can start moving very fast in the crypto market. We did just get a bullish cross on the daily stochastic RSI. In terms of BTC, same thing taking place there. BTC fighting its 20-day moving average, slightly above it right now. So as long as US money decides to really give things a good push, we might be in for a little bit of fireworks. All right. Now, that being said, we obviously know that there's downside potential. ADA could very easily get rejected off of this. We could go back down, even now to 38 cents. Very bottom of this trend is about 34.5 cents. Those are still in play right now. And I think things would have to get pretty bad. I think we'd have to see, again, long leverage liquidations. I'm sure some of that leverage is settling in as it has before. But once we break this neckline, that's usually a really good sign here for ADA. But is it, in fact, time to DCA altcoins? This is actually something that Crypto Quant said. Crypto Quant actually does a ton of analytics, provides a lot of information. I use them daily. And they said, or it says, with trading volume slipping under their annual average, altcoins have re-entered a historical accumulation zone. And we have seen this many times before. In fact, it's marked some of this cycle's significant bottoms, huge opportunities in the space. We can see this again late 2024 here. We could see this obviously in early 2025 as we were getting into that dip into April and May. We saw this even back here in late 2023, right before we obviously know this big rally to kick off the cycle began, when ADA obviously ran from around 22 cents to 81 cents. So could this actually be marking, along with many of the other things we've discussed, an opportunity where we're prepping for a big rally? That possibility is in fact there, but there are a few other big things that are obviously taking place. First of all, on Wednesday, like we've been discussing very heavily, that's the conclusion of the next Fed meeting. They need to make a decision. Are they going to drop interest rates, or are they going to hold? Right now, it seems like the market is starting to relax a little bit, meaning that it's starting to somewhat price in the likelihood of an interest rate decrease. I don't think it's priced in all the way yet. We haven't had that kind of push yet. And I'll be very curious to see what betting looks like heading into that. We're probably going to see a lot of volatility sometime within the next 48 hours leading up to that moment. I guess that'd be more like 54 hours, but I would expect, if we're not breaking this, we're probably chopping right around here before a decision takes place. All right. Now, that being said, the Fed announced something very big beginning on January, or in January of 2026. They're expected to start buying 45 billion in T-bills, and this is per month. So this is really the Fed kicking off quantitative easing without saying they're kicking off quantitative easing. This is a big change. We obviously know this is the exact thing that last market cycle led to significant major market expansion. This obviously led to major liquidity shifts to risk on assets. And this is one of the biggest things that we've been waiting for that just simply has not been taking place quite yet. All right. There's been some signs, which is good, but we need the big full push. This could also be the thing that triggers adoption. So we'll see what happens there, but that is a big change nonetheless. Now, that being said, it came out this morning that Binance actually supports Night. So as the largest global exchange, Binance is helping bring Night to a wider audience, allowing more users to begin engaging directly with the Midnight network. This integration strengthens Night's reach and accelerates the adoption of rational privacy across Web3. So guys, you're watching a big embrace for the Cardano ecosystem here. You're watching a big embrace for Midnight and for privacy. And this is something that, I know some people have been saying that, Midnight's a nothing burger, that nothing's going to happen. I don't know. There's pretty big embrace. There's huge partnerships that are taking place. And this might be the exact thing that truly brings Cardano ecosystem usage to some levels that people weren't expecting. So we're going to all find out about this come Wednesday as well. So this could be obviously a very exciting week for ADA, a very exciting week for the crypto market. We'll just have to watch how it all unfolds. But that's what's going on this morning. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. But have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.